Hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're just joining me for the first time, thank you for coming. I love you and it really means a lot to me that you're here. Please do not forget to subscribe so that you can get more wonderful videos. And if you've been here before, thank you for coming back again. I love you so much. It really means a lot to me that you would come back to see more videos. Thank you for coming. My name is Sarah Essay and I talk on faith, relationship, and personal development. So everything that I talk about usually revolves around faith, relationship, and personal development. And I'm sure that you're going to love it here and you would enjoy yourself. So today I'll be talking on the topic, the effect of pride on you. The effect of pride on you. First of all, there is no good thing that pride does to a person. Yes, every proud person is usually affected by it. Pride does not do any good. So I just want you to understand it. So every effect we'll be mentioning is not something good or pleasant. And well, the basis of this is to encourage you to stay away from pride. So we'll be considering the effects of pride on you. Okay. First of all, what is pride? Let's have an understanding of pride so that it can become easy to know the direction that we are actually heading to. So pride is simply an overestimation of your worth. Pride is an overestimation of your worth or an overestimation of your superiority. Now, I want you to understand that there's a thin line between pride and self-confidence. Yes, self-confidence is the act of believing in yourself. You believe in yourself, you know what you can do, you know that you are worth a lot and all that. But pride simply means you are doing it too much. In simple terms, you are placing yourself beyond the level that you actually are. You're putting yourself higher than you are or higher than you should be. So that's the simple difference. Now, as individuals, it's people can lift us when we are actually down. Even God can lift us when we are down, because like literally, you can't carry yourself. You can't carry yourself. It feels good when people carry you. It's easier when people carry you, and it is just impossible for you to carry yourself. So a proud person is just like a person that is trying to carry himself. Of course, you would fall or do yourself more harm than good. So when you are proud, it means you are overestimating your self-worth. You are putting yourself in a level where you do not belong. And just like a popular saying, that God does not throw people up, he lifts them. And before you can be lifted, you must be down. So a proud person is just like a person that is even placing himself higher than God. You are putting yourself higher than you actually are. You are placing yourself in a position where you are not, but you are simply just trying to fix yourself. So even people that are supposed to help you cannot even locate you. So one of the effects of pride is that it makes you lose favor. It makes you lose favor. It has been said, it's biblical, that God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. This means that there's a measure of grace that you should actually be enjoying, but when you are proud, you lose out on that grace. There are certain benefits that even God himself wants to give to you, but by the time you are proud, even God cannot even locate you, because you have already placed yourself higher than you are, and God is coming with a blessing and is like, where is this person, where is my tithe? God cannot find you because you've gone even higher than the level that God has placed you. You've gone higher than the level that you should be. So a proud person loses favor both in the sight of God and with man, because God resists the proud. Like literally, it simply means like God is pushing you. He's saying, no, go away. Like when you are resisting somebody is trying to come to you and you are trying to push the person because you don't want the person to come close. That's just the literal meaning of God resists the proud. It means that God is pushing you away. He does not want you to come close. You can't even get close to God because you have gone high. The level where you are supposed to be operating, God cannot even find you there. So pride actually makes a person to resist favor. Now, in the sight of man also, you can also lose favor in the sight of man, because when you are proud, nobody would love to associate with you. Nobody wants to come close to you. Even when they want to come close to you, you are not giving them that audience. Even when people want to help you, they cannot access you because you've proven to be beyond what you actually are. Imagine that you're putting on a shirt that is just $1, a shirt that costs $1, but then you come and you say, this shirt I'm wearing is worth $10. And then somebody wants to give you a shirt of $5, but the person cannot bring it to you because they feel you are already more than $5. But in the real sense, you are worth just $1. So that's just another aspect of it. You are losing a favor that you should get because you've proven to be something that you are not. It reminds me of something that the Yorubas used to say, that ẹni tí a nà ní ẹgbàá mẹ́fà tó ní ẹyọ kan ló bá òun, ara òun ló ń ṣe. Now let me explain that. It means somebody that was giving 6 strokes of cane, and the person said it is just one that touched him. He's deceiving himself. Imagine that people are coming with sympathy, with first aid and all that, and saying, oh, we heard you were flogged 6 strokes, let's help you massage it, let's help you treat the wound. And the person says, no, 6 strokes, me, it was just one that touched me. Oh. And then the people will say, oh, one, well, that's bearable, sorry, and they go. Now who is losing? You're the one, because you are bearing the pain. The people, they are going away with the sympathy that they should give to you. So when you are proud, you simply lose favor. There are certain things you should enjoy, but pride would just deprive you of it. Another effect of pride on you is that it stresses you. Pride stresses you unnecessarily, because you have to keep doing things to keep up with that false lifestyle. I would like to say that proud people are actually living a false lifestyle. From our definition of pride that I mentioned earlier on, I said it means to overestimate your worth, which means that for such people, they have to try to keep up with that worth, that false worth that they have given themselves, or that false position that they claim to be, which is stressful. You have to keep thinking about what you've said before. You have to keep trying to meet up with that lifestyle that you've already put yourself in. So when you are proud, it stresses you, it increases your journey, it increases your burden. There are certain things that people can easily do for you. There's certain favor that you should enjoy from people, but because you are proud, you lose out. And then those things that people are supposed to do for you, that you've lost because of pride, you have to do it yourself, which means you have to work more than you should if you had allowed people to help you. So pride stresses you and makes your journey long. This reminds me of something that happened some times ago. I was supposed to attend the program, and I really did not know the venue of the place. So I took a bike, and when I got to the street, I knew that was the street. I got to the street, and I knew it should be somewhere around. And fortunately for me, I saw somebody. Somebody was actually walking towards my direction, and I felt, well, one part of my mind said, ask him where this church is located. But then the proud part of me said, well, you don't need to ask, just let him go, just let him go. And I allowed him to go. So the bike man and I, we kept moving till we got to the end of the road. And when we saw that when we got to the end of the road, and I saw that there was no way out again, that was when I decided to ask someone. And guess what? The person referred us back to where we were coming from. Now imagine the extra time, energy that I had spent just because I refused to ask. That would not have even been painful. The painful part was that when I got to the venue, when I was able to locate the church, when I got to the venue, I saw that same person in the venue. Just imagine, if I had asked initially, we probably would have gone together and I wouldn't have stressed myself that much. So when you fail to humble yourself and ask questions where necessary, you would simply be stressing yourself and you'll be putting more burden on yourself than necessary. And then the last point that I'll be sharing is that pride can keep you in isolation. Pride can keep you in isolation, and I believe there's nobody that really loves to be isolated. You know, there's a different thing between, it's a different thing to be alone. There's a difference between being alone and being isolated. Somebody that is alone knows that, well, there are people, I'm just staying away for a while, but then you can move on to them. But a proud person is isolated. There's nobody that wants to associate with such a person. There's nobody to talk to. And not because there are not people, actually, it's simply because that proud person has built a barrier around himself that is now making people to run away, that even makes people not to love being around such a person. So a proud person is isolated, and there's no way you can enjoy life that way. You need people, to talk to, you need people to share your ideas with and all. Well, I love to say that for certain people that have committed suicide, most times it's usually because they do not have people around. Well, it's difficult for a person to just take his or her life when there are people around. And trust me, if a person is depressed and he's able to speak up to a person, then such a person, I believe there's nobody that would advise you to take your life. Your friends would want to protect you, to give you advice and all. I am not saying that everyone that has committed suicide is proud. I'm simply saying that a proud person can be isolated, which can lead to other negative things. One of it is it can lead to suicide. It can also make you make wrong decisions. Instances where you're supposed to share your ideas with somebody, where you're supposed to seek for opinion, there's nobody. A proud person does not even want to seek for opinion from any other person because he believes he's always right. A proud person does not even consider those who are around to be valid because he does not even see them well and all. So being proud can lead you to isolation, which can really be deadly. It can have great effect on you, it can have negative effects on you. Instances where you are supposed to have somebody to help you, there is nobody. In cases of emergency where you are supposed to have somebody to stand in for you, there's nobody there. So you become isolated and life just becomes boring for such a person. So I want to believe you've learned on some of the effects of pride. Like I mentioned earlier on, that pride affects you. It affects you and it has no benefits. It has no great impact. It affects you, it affects those around you also, but the major person it affects is you, because you'll be sending a lot of people away, and trust me, you would not want that. So I want to believe you've learned something from this video. In the next video, I'll be talking about how to know that you are proud. We'll be looking at some of the things that you should take note of in a proud person. Well, I would not say a proud person. I want you to do a self-evaluation. Leave other people to take care of themselves. So how to know that you're proud, that's what we'll be talking about in the next video. I want to believe that you've learned something from this video, and I want to believe that you've been blessed. If you have any other effect of pride, you can simply drop it in the comment section. I'll try my best to read through and reply. Yes, I'll definitely read through and reply so that we all can learn from one another. And I believe that you've learned something. Please do not keep this video to yourself. Share the link with your friends and colleagues, your loved ones, so that they can also see this video and be blessed also. And I trust that you've enjoyed yourself. Please do well by clicking the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can get other wonderful videos from me. Keep taking care of yourself and keep being good. Once again, my name is Sarah Esen, and you know it always feels nice talking to you. See you some other time. Bye.